see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been
League. They have beaten Aldershot by
Give me a second. Ipswich Town, by the way, are relegated from the Premier League. That is now confirmed. Ipswich Town have been relegated from the Premier League after a 3-0 defeat to Newcastle. I can also confirm to you guys that Cardiff City have been relegated from the Championship after a 0-0 draw earlier today. Today. So Cardiff have gone down. Plymouth Argyle, to my belief, are winning, and they are going to go down to the final day. So it looks that Plymouth have still got a fighting chance of staying up. But for Cardiff and Ipswich Town, I think also there was another team who've been relegated as well, but they're most certainly for Ipswich Town and Cardiff City. They are both dropping leagues. Cardiff, the first confirmed relegated from the Championship down to League One for next season, and back to the Championship. Ipswich Town will go as well. Here we go, Real Football, kicking off at 5:15. Good evening, everybody, folks, and welcome back aboard here, folks, to Real Football. My name is Tom, and I'll bring you the watch-along tonight, folks, everybody, for Crystal Palace is taking on Aston Villa live in the Emirates FA Cup semi-finals. If you do are watching on the replay, please do make sure that you are leaving a like on the stream, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and thank you very much indeed, folks. Everybody who joins here today. Kickoff is coming your way at 5:15. Once again, reiterating, though, Ipswich Town relegated from the Premier League, Cardiff City relegated to the Championship. Plymouth Argyle have, I believe, just confirmed themselves a victory at Preston North End. So Plymouth Argyle are going to go down to the final day in their hopes to stay in the Championship. And also Derby have won at Hull, so another big relegation twist in the Championship. But Southampton did lose at home today. They were 1-0 up against Fulham for the majority of the game. But Southampton did lose in the end to Fulham. Ryan Sessegnon scoring that late winning goal for Fulham at St Mary's Stadium. It was a 3-0 win for Wolves, a correctly predicted score as well. The same for Newcastle, who have confirmed Ipswich's relegation. Today, West Ham, in a thriller game against Brighton, actually, have been defeated 3-2 at the Amex Stadium. They did lead 2-1 after going 1-0 down to Yasin Iyari's opener. And 2 late goals from Brighton saw them win the game 3-2. Chelsea 1 Everton 0 was the 12:30 result earlier live on Real Football. Newcastle once again 3-0 winners over Ipswich, same result for Wolves against Leicester 3-0 and 2-1 late on for Fulham at the Saints. And there you go, all confirmed now. Yes, Plymouth Argyle have indeed beaten Preston North End 2-1. So if you're a Plymouth Argyle fan in this chat, well, Plymouth, you are still in for a chance to stay in the Championship. But for Cardiff, 0-0 was not enough to stay up. We are going to say goodbye then to Gillette Soccer Saturday. And yes, what a huge FA Cup semi-final we've got in stock for you guys tonight. Palace and Villa, who will be going to Wembley Stadium? Who will be going to the final, I should say, sorry. Let me change that poll. Who will reach the final? Will it be Palace or will it be Villa? And I'm going email central at the minute. It's 5 o'clock, just gone. So yeah, without surprise, email central in this studio. So I'm going to mute all of that. And in a moment, we're going to get free team news. But let's head over to the BBC where you can watch this FA Cup semi-final. So it's a good evening. Hope you're all doing well. 4S Snoop is in the house. Good to see you all on board, matey. And yes, there's no 5:30 game in the Premier League. It is just this one kicking off in around about 10 minutes' time at Wembley Stadium. Palace have got a very, very good record over the recent years against Aston Villa. Of course, at the end of last season, on the final day, Crystal Palace put 5 past Aston Villa. Will they do something similar today? Probably not. But will they qualify? Just maybe. Because as far as I'm aware, Palace have won every single game, including Carabao Cup fixtures that they've played against Aston Villa this season. Flixie's here. Flixie, how you doing? Flixie, good to see you. Welcome aboard. How are you flicking? Welcome aboard. Right then, folks, let's go over to SofaScore, where we can fully analyse those results from 3 o'clock in the Premier League and the Championship. And we'll get to your team news and match information for this FA Cup semi-final at Wembley Stadium. I'm not, mate. I'm 19, but there you go. But yes, you've got a fancy Palace, haven't you, really? Just a quick check on the results from the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich beating Mainz 05 3-0. Bayer Leverkusen also winning 2-0 against Augsburg. Eintracht Frankfurt are to kick off 15 minutes after this game at 5:30, 6:30 local time in Germany. And Freiburg won. Borussia Dortmund got a 3-2 win at Hoffenheim. Barcelona, Real Madrid, and El Clasico in stock. Kickoff is at 9 o'clock UK time, 10 o'clock Spanish time for the Copa del Rey. El Clasico. And just a reminder that Celtic won 5-0 at Dundee United today to secure the Scottish Championship title for the 4th consecutive time. The Green and White Army will be lifting the trophy, I presume, next week at Celtic Park. Other results: Scottish Premiership, Aberdeen beat Hibs 1-0 and a 2-2 draw for Rangers against St Mirren. In the Scottish Premiership relegation round, Hearts 0, Dundee United 1, Kilmarnock beating Ross County 2-0, and Motherwell beating St Johnstone by 3-2. And in the Championship, just a round of those results. What a result for Plymouth Argyle, who might just have propelled themselves to an unlikely bit of safety. But who knows? Argyle might be staying up. Cardiff are relegated, but Argyle got the result at Preston. And also did Derby County at Hull City late on. 2 results away from home in a row. Winning twice, of course, for John Eustace and the Rams. Whilst Luton beat Coventry City 1-0, which puts a huge dent in Cardiff's chances of staying up, as they drew 0-0 with West Brom, and all they had to do was win, but they couldn't quite find that win. You never know, Phrase. You never know. I would fancy Argyle to say, what's happened there? You tell me. But yes, big headline of the day is that Ipswich Town are relegated from the Premier League after 3-0 defeat to Newcastle. West Ham did lose, so if Ipswich would have been able to pull off a result, they would still be in the Premier League today. And elsewhere, Cardiff City were relegated from the Championship. Argyle are still in with a chance. I believe it's 4 straight wins for Palace over Palace over Aston Villa. Right then, FA Cup semi-final action. It's not the biggest, but it is your Saturday 5:15 game. Here we go. Dean Henderson is in goal. A back three today of Chris Richards, Maxence Lacroix, and Mark Gahey. Plays behind a midfield four of Daniel Munoz, Adam Wharton, and Daichi Kamada. And then Tarek Mitchell. Of course, a fullback inverted into midfield, and of course can move back into defence at any time if required. Then that diamond front three is Ismail Assar, Ebere Eze, and Jean-Philippe Mateta. On Crystal Palace's bench is Tina Turner, formerly an Arsenal keeper. That's our nickname for him, but he's Matt Turner. Joel Ward, Nat Klein, Ben Chilwell, Jefferson Lerma, Will Hughes, Romain Essa, Justin Devaney, and Eddie Nketiah. There are two injuries, and one was doubtful, but the one who was doubtful was Ben Chilwell. He has made the squad. Chadi Riyad and Cheick Umar Doucouré are both still out with injuries. Let's move over to the Aston Villa lineup then, where Emi Martinez begins in goal lane, back four of Luca Digne, Pau Torres, Esme Konsa, and Matty Cash. Plays behind a midfield once again, just split into two parts. A defensive two of Boubacar Kamara, and John McGinn plays behind a midfield, attacking midfield three of Marco Asensio, Yuri Tielemans, and Morgan Rogers. Plays behind low striker in place of stricken and injured Marcus Rashford, Ollie Watkins, who will be happy to have a place today. On Unai Emery's bench is Robin Olsen, Tyrone Mings, Andreas Garcia, Amadou Onana, Ian Martin, Ross Barkley, Leon Bailey, Jacob Ramsey, and Donyell Marlon. Axel Dizazi and Marcus Rashford are both out with injuries. So, the sweet taste of relegation not for Ipswich Town, who also went down to 10 men against Newcastle, and as well for Cardiff City. However, for the likes of Wolves, I believe it's a fifth or sixth straight win in the Premier League now for them. They've beaten Leicester City 3-0 to add to their relegation rows. A narrow win for Chelsea against Everton earlier in the day, live on Realltom Football. Chelsea won, Everton 0, secured by that first half goal from Nicholas Jackson. Brighton with a thrilling win over West Ham. They were 2-1 down at a time in that game, but they turned it around to win 3-2. And the Saints thought they might have just got themselves a victory to move themselves on to 14 points, but Fulham came back with Ryan Sessegnon getting that late winning goal. So Wembley is a sea of one side blue and red, whilst the other side is a sea of claret and blue. Who, the question is now going to be asked, who will be returning to England's Grand Stadium for the FA Cup final? Will it be Palace or will it be Villa? We might have extra time, we might have a penalty shootout, but all that's to say for now is 90 minutes are ahead of us. And it's a big 90 minutes, to say the least. So one of these teams, it will be heartbreak today, just like for Nottingham Forest and Manchester City tomorrow. But tonight, Palace know that their recent record against Aston Villa is one of a nightmare from the Villa perspective. Can they, reach the FA Cup final to face Nottingham Forest or Manchester City at the end of the season? Well, let's take a check on the Accra Insurance. Chelsea have won. Yes, they have. It was not a draw between Southampton and Fulham. It was not a draw. No, hang on a minute. I didn't put the Brighton game. We're still alive for a free bet. Wolves, did they win? Yes, they did. 3-0. We are awaiting the result here at Wembley, and for Sheffield Wednesday, did they win? If they didn't, then the Accra Insurance is gone. They didn't. It was a draw. Accra Insurance is now invalidated and out of play. Chelsea did not. Chelsea did win, but they did not have over 9.5 corners, and Cole Palmer did not score. Price boost is gone. There was not over 3.5 goals in that game. Both of those ones are gone. Still alive though with the 1, 2, 3, and of course Wolves, Newcastle, and Brighton all to win. Did that happen? Yes, it did. We're getting £2.90. And then both teams to score on the bet builder here. Under 6.5 goals, over 6.5 corners, and Crystal Palace to win or draw within the 90 minutes. So, this is an FA Cup semi-final live on the channel. Here we go. It's 5:15. We're about to get going. Our kickoff is about to get going. Who will make it to the final? Well, Aston Villa are ready. It's a final team huddle for Palace. I am being told kickoff is now delayed a little bit because of that Palace team huddle. Well, look at that. Flares and pyro and all that wonderful stuff going on in Wembley Stadium. But it is the home side and the team in the home kit who get us off and running. Richards forward. And Eze making a use of himself. Mateta is there to apply pressure on Emi Martinez. I don't think I remember the last time that either one of these two sides have been to Wembley. So it's a new experience for them both. For Forest tomorrow, of course, it's not quite a new experience going to Wembley because, of course, a couple of seasons ago, about 3 seasons ago now, did they win a playoff final at Wembley to secure promotion back to the Premier League for the first time since the 1990s. And for City, well, they've been to Wembley twice last season for the FA Cup final and the FA Community Shield. So Dean Henderson is going to take this goal kick. And the smoke from all the smoke bombs and the flares have started to drift away to clear up our view in Wembley. Mitchell. Richards. You see, tomorrow is the real deal for me. I really want Nottingham Forest to win this FA Cup. But the question is tonight, who will be Nottingham Forest's opponents, potentially, if they get through in the FA Cup final? Torres. I am just going to get a quick check on the amount of delay that I've got. I believe there was a slight delay to kick off. I don't think we've got too much, but we have got a little bit. Yeah, it's about 1 minute or so. Yeah, the game's about 30 seconds. The game was about 30 seconds late for kickoff, according to this. Yeah. And how can they be stopped? How can they be stopped? Let's have a little look at the Bundesliga table to see who can stop Harry Kane from winning a trophy. It's Bayer Leverkusen. If any team wants to stop them, it will be Bayer Leverkusen. Borussia Dortmund nowhere near the title race this season. They are in 6th, which I believe is a way for Conference League qualification spot, just like, well, no, not just like the Premier League, actually, because this season, obviously, there's 5 Champions League spots up for grabs in the Premier League. And Aston Villa currently sit in a Conference League spot after, of course, defeat recently to Manchester City on Tuesday. And our full relegation 3 is now confirmed. All 3 of last year's promoted 3 are going back to the Championship. It will be Ipswich Town, Leicester City and Southampton who go back, marching back to the Championship. But coming up from the Championship, well, Burnley and Leeds United will be joined by one of Sheffield United, Sunderland, Bristol City or Coventry City, who did lose to Luton today. So they need to be a bit wary of the fact that Millwall did beat Swansea City by 1-0. And ideally, I think the final day is next week, so they must win their next. Yeah, the final day, I believe, is next weekend. And Coventry have got to beat Middlesbrough. For Bristol, they look to be all right, I think. Sunderland are going to be all right as well. Yeah, they're miles clear. Yeah, they're all right. And Sheffield United look to be also secured in a promotion spot. No, that's not right. That's not correct. That's not correct, Fraser. What's happening is basically right now, the UEFA coefficient is high enough for 5 Champions League spots, meaning that UEFA Europa League is from 6th and 7th. So yeah, Europa League is 6th and 7th, and then 8th is Conference League. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, now you're right. Yeah, Fraser did correct himself in the end. And I have got a Super 6 correct score this week as well. I'm looking directly at that score. Wolves 3-0 Leicester is my Super 6 correct score. And Jamie, I think, has had 2. Yes, he has. Yeah, Jamie's had a good round. I need a correct score from one of the 2 games tomorrow. I went 1-0 West Ham. I went 1-0 West Ham. I want to see Luke Link's tears. So yes, I would need a correct score to level myself up tomorrow, which would be basically a draw. Well, if Bournemouth Man United draw, and Liverpool win 4-0, then I'll beat him. Yeah, I should have just gone 3-0, 3-0, 2-1, 2-1, mate. Southampton did leave Fulham for a very long time. But Southampton, anyway, have got practically nothing to play for because obviously they're already relegated. Well, Kamara getting forward, had a go. But into the crowd. It's going to be a throw in here. Flixie, how you doing? Flix, good to see you. Welcome aboard, mate. He is back. In the hoose. Flixie FC has made his return. Is that the two chairmen of each club there? I'll see. You mean me run one or me actually playing one? Here's Watkins. Lacroix got across to him. One thing is rest assured, I Show Speed would not be invited. Just like he wasn't really supposed to be invited to the CBS Sports Champions League show. But Michael Richards found a way to get him in. For Baeza, it's a good ball, but Mateta just ran away from him in the end. I wonder how much longer Mateta's got to wear that ear thing. Yeah, it'd never happen though, would it? He's too busy. I could do a bit of clickbaiting though, and just like, tag I Show Speed into one of the streams and then see what happens. I bet you it'd go viral and yellow card for Kamara, I think. It's a bad challenge. He's late. Doesn't get the ball. Deserved the yellow card. But yeah, on a serious note, how long does Mateta have to wear that ear protector thing? I've never ever, by the way, seen a footballer have to wear a mask to protect their ear, but Richards, did he win a corner? Might be a throw-in. Long throw from Richards. Of course, Charlie's better than I Show Speed. Palace really trying to get the shot away. They've had more chances to Villa. But Rodgers in a foot race of Mitchell. And he's been pulled back by Mitchell. That's a yellow card, I think. Yeah, just completely drags him back in the end, pulls his shirt. Roger's so quick. Mitchell gets too far behind, has no choice but to drag him down. And now it's a dangerous free kick for Villa. So far, all square, but we've had drama moments. 2 correct and deserved yellow cards, but all goalless. And the game is just about on a knife edge at the minute. Ball sent in. It was dangerous. It was headed away by Chris Richards. It's a corner to Aston Villa. In it goes again. It was aimed towards the near post. It was well defended by Palace, to be fair. Is he any good? Because I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't really watched Frimpong. Kamara. What is he, a defender or what? I know the name, but I don't actually know much about him. Mitchell. And Ismail Assar's ball in. So they go all the way out for a goal kick. Yes, there we are. I've just got the Apple News Sport. And yes, Wolves have had a 6th successive win today. Right wing and wing back. Right, yeah, maybe. Don't know. See. Yeah, so Wolves have, I think they've got the best winning streak at the minute. 6 straight wins, Wolves. Yes, so the other results previously were 2-1 away win for Southampton, 1-0 against West Ham at home. Then they beat Ipswich 2-1 away. 4-2 winners over Spurs. That win at Old Trafford. And yes, a 6th successive win for Wolves today against Leicester. Can they keep it up and make it 7? At the Etihad. Oh man, for Wolves, I do feel sorry for them because they've had a great winning streak. But the next game they're going to the Etihad on Friday, 2nd of May. That's this Friday coming. Water with the block in there. Oh, just wide from Rodgers. That's it. Who is that? Now I don't know who that. I don't know that name. Yap Minez. I've not heard that one before, mate. Does he? All right. I thought Lacazette was the main striker for them, but there you go. No. Almost half hour gone here in this game. Don't watch Swansea. Any good? I mean, he plays in the Championship, so he can't be that good. Who's the best player in the Championship? I'm trying to think. Maxence Laquarta, Chris Richards. One to watch, is he? Right. Noted, Flicks. So, Mr. James Toffee is one to watch for Swansea City. Mateta has broken through. They've scored. Well, this is now going to be checked for a disallowed. Well, I mean, he can't. I don't mean that's a foul. VAR definitely should intervene here. I think that's not a foul. Yeah, no goal. No goal. That's a shame, that. It's a great finish by Mateta, though, nevertheless. I thought he just shrugged off the defender. I didn't think it was a foul. I mean, that's the wrong decision. VAR should have done more. Because for me, I didn't see any infringement there. So Palace will feel a little bit infuriated because they should be 1-0 up, really. Oh, good interception by Sarr, who made the challenge close proximity. Sarr, it's brilliant. It's across to Eze. Oh, that is a thunderbolt. Wow. And that was anger for the disallowed goal being let out. Palace lead the semi-final. That is an absolute thunderbolt. What I mean, wow. One touch and he just smacks it into the top corner. You can feel the way that goal's gone in. It's an angry goal from Crystal Palace. It's sensational to watch. Sarr just pulls it across and he absolutely smacks that. And this time, Palace are ahead. This time. Lovely. Third in the league. You've relegated Ipswich. Should be that Champions League sealed for you. Did you really? No wonder I've not heard of them then. So the Eagles, aggravated by this allowed goal, which should have stood, and they've just scored an absolute beauty. 1-0. Watkins is going to win a corner off the crop. And by the way, look at the Palace fans there. It's an absolute sea of blue and red. Flat corner. It's a chance to equalise, and it's going to be picked up by Asensio on the left. The cross is sent in there. There's the header. And it was from Pau Torres, just wide. Comes off the side of his head. It goes just wide. I'm only a minute behind Flicks, I think. So you can't really spoil it. But that's above Watkins, and Henderson did well. And the offside flag is up anyway. Well, I don't know where Oliver is, whether he's in Wembley or whether he's watching the game on telly, but I'm sure that right now he will be ecstatic. Not only with the goal that the Palace have scored, but the response to a controversial disallowed goal for a free kick, which in my opinion was not a foul. He's in Wembley. Oh my word. Comfortably dealt with by Richards there. Did well. And Mateta couldn't quite lay it off perfectly, but Martinez clears it away with Sarr closing him down. And that is a foul on Kamara. Well, 10 minutes to go in the half. And Palace ahead. Did he really? Wow. And I believe Palace were knocked out on that day, weren't they? McGinn's done well to break on the left. Concert. Well, they most certainly don't look like they're going to get knocked out at the minute. For me, Villa haven't quite met the level that Palace have come to this game with. It's a deserved lead. Palace has looked the more threatening. Palace had the more chances. And Villa, well, they've got a bit of a bogey, haven't they, with Crystal Palace, I think. I think this is well, if they lose here, it'll be a fifth defeat. It'll be a fourth defeat in the last 5 games. Yeah. Absolutely battered them on the final day last season. Palace went on an amazing run at the end of last season, as you're all aware, including beating Liverpool at Anfield. Yeah, they beat Liverpool at Anfield, and then, yeah, final day of the season, they won 5-0 against Villa. It was an amazing way. It was amazing the way they ended the season, I felt. In the cup this season, I think, yeah, won it. One of the cups, anyway, yeah. Yeah. So they've beaten them 4. So they've beaten them right. So 5-0. So 5-0, 1-1, 2-1, 4-1. What a rotten record for Unai Emery and Villa. It is a really rotten record, that. Mateta, brilliant. Oh, my word, look at that. Dummy right on the touchline, and Sarr's in there. Oh. And Digne, the ball stayed in play. Yeah, Villa don't look very, very, very good at the minute, do they? They're on the ropes. Palace want more. Good move by Watkins, though. Dancing on the byline wins a corner. To say the least. Yeah. Oh, what a save by Henderson there. He headed it down, Concert. Look, I thought it was in for a second, but what a save on the line. He stays strong and he stands still. Uses his body to make a big block there. Henderson. Here's Rogers dancing on the byline. Gets a deflection on his cross, does he? Yes. It's a corner. Okay. Let's go for... No. I'm thinking Cunha. I'm thinking Cunha, maybe. I was going to say Vardy because he's leaving Leicester, but no. Go for Cunha because he scored a cracker today against Leicester. And Wolves, I think they've got the best winning streak at the minute in the Premier League. They've won 6 straight games. It's a phenomenal run that Wolves are on at the minute. Pau Torres. Concert. Kamada. Tielemans. Ball forward is a really good one, and McGinn. Oh, not a bad ball. Diving headed attempt. Yeah, it was out. It was out. Yeah, look at this again. From Mateta. What a ball of Sarr. Here we are. Full zoom of this skill from Mateta. What a ball. Sorry, just ahead of it, I think. Dina. Last minute of the 45. Cash, good area, chance, and Asensio with the block with his attempt of whatever blocked. And Palace looks to break with numbers here, and it really is looking dangerous. Slid through beautifully. Ismail Assar's broken the lines, cut across. Oh, picked up by Kamada. Eberieze on the edge of the box. Can't quite dig out the shot. He's played it across to Munoz. And Dina got across the block. And again, Munoz, what a cross. Can Eze get there? It's going to be a corner. Rogers got his head in there. And Palace demanding a second goal here. They've been brilliant in this first half, Palace. They go from defence to an absolute overload in attack. Oh, flick on and stabbed wide by Munoz. But very nearly was Villa's problem about to get a whole lot harder. I said Cunha, to be fair, but yeah. Tielemans. Half a minute left of the 2 added on. I mean, yeah, Jude was shit over the 2 legs against us, wasn't he? Did nothing. Rogers and Kamada. And that will be that, says Anthony Taylor for the first half. But Palace, what a first half from them. What a first half. They could easily have been 3 or 4 up. What a goal, though, by Eze. And it should really be 2-0, because obviously that Matata goal that was disallowed, it was not a foul. So, half-time in the semi-final. 1-0. And we don't have any advertisements, of course, on the BBC, so it's just straight to the pundits. And in the punditry box is the unfortunate Gary Lineker, Wayne Rooney, Micah Richards, and who is that? Glenn Murray, that is. There you go. I'm a left back. I've scored 1 headed goal in my life. I've scored just 1 header. Don't know. There's the strike again. What a strike. There's that goal again. And again. And again. It's It's a thunderbolt. What's it? What's this? 1% club at 905. Great. Let's hear what Josh is thinking about this game. I presume he's live on YouTube, and he will not be happy bunny with Villa's first half display. Here we are. Let's see what the ringster's got to say. Yeah, he's on that stupid big up platform. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? I don't rate it. Yeah, look at all the chances we're seeing, by the way, as well. I'm just speaking. Why don't Josh at the minute? I'm just winding Josh from a big up.
the second half. But just the 34th minute, 35th minute. Is anyone else feeling my show with Ian Matson? Think like Ian Matson could change this game?
I'm sorry, guys. I've got to wind him up.
Right, I feel like Unai there. I feel like Ian Matson could change this game. I don't know why. Right, let's do some opinion polls in the chat. Okay, here we go. Who do you prefer right now? Okay, Malin or Bailey? Let me know on that thread. Comment on that thread. Comment on that thread. I'm gonna comment who I want right now. Don't know why. I've got a really funny feeling on this player. I've got a feeling this guy will show up and do something today.
As I is clear up both of them, put in.
Comment on my thread like that so I can see James' thread. Yeah, I think maybe I'm in dream world. I think Bailey owes us. I think 1874's put Mallow, Captain said that I might be in the minority here, which I probably thought. Let's do it on Bailey, yeah. I like it. So then, comment on the thread, people on those polls. I love it. Get the threads going. Okay, next one. Stick with
The ringster, Joshy.
Remember, Matson is poor defensively. Do you stick with Dean or go Matson? And I'm talking about right now at half time. What would you do? Stick with Dean or go Matson? Comment on the thread there. I'm going to go with my one. I think I've already appeared there. I know Matson is a liability defensively, but oh my daisies. I need something more attacking.
Yeah, so we're just playing wind up the ringster, and then we'll be ready for second half soon. But the match of the day tonight as well. Might be watching it. I'm winding up the ringster on big up.
This one on the thread. Keep or not bother with Asensio in the summer. Do you want us to sign Asensio to put keep or not bother? Keep or not bother on this thread. Right here. I'm going to start it off. I'm going to go with this one. Keep or not bother with Asensio. He's doing my head in at the moment. Some things that overturn my results as well. I know. Nothing's gone our way. Keep or not bother in the thread. She's doing Marcus freaking Olsen. I mean, the way Emmy's been playing recently. Sign. Tom says sign. Keep or not bother. Heidi said keep. They're going to get you. He's all right. Keep. This is cause of war. Keep anything you live. Keep. Get rid. Why? We don't need Asensio.
There we go. The 3 R's, Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton all relegated.
Here we go, straight up. I personally think, so do you feel we go to the final today, yes or no? I'm not going to put my one in. Put it in the thread. Meeks says oil from me and Clay and keep my guy Senso. Yes. Tom said I want to say yes, but my gut says no. Yeah. Yeah, so
How long we got to second half, people?
striker do you prefer? Here we go.
Jesus.
Rooney, Shearer, or Kane? Comment on the thread there. Which English striker did you prefer? I should have said did you prefer? Because I know Harry Kane still plays. But on that thread, which one? Rooney, Shearer, or Kane? I'm going to put my one in straight away.
You just asked which English striker do you prefer, Rooney, Shearer, or Kane? I put Shearer.
Oh, Gary Lineker. Forgot to add Gary. How disrespectful me to Gary. Yeah, I did forget to add Gary. Rooney all day long. So that's Jamie. Wow. Kane for me, Shearer. I like the mix of opinions on the threads there, chat. Okay. And then final one. I like this. Villa are out early, no changes. I don't like that at all. Yeah. Do we score? Okay, final one. Do Villa score today? Heidi put Shearer. Yeah, he goes above. Do Villa score today? Yes or no? Kane. Yes. Isn't that friend? Do we score today? I'm not gonna put that. Yes, one goal, but conceded 0. Kicks us captain.
As a hat trick or Matata Razor just put.
Rod's gone in. Yeah, agree. As a hat trick on the Tata brace. Well, of course, there's been no changes for Villa. And we are.
Right. We're leaving Josh alone now. We'll come and wind him up later, but we've got a second half ahead of us. Crystal Palace in cruise control and in the ascendancy. Who is going to be in the FA Cup final? Scoreboard's reverted. And we're off. You're very drunk. Oh dear. Well, you must be sober enough. You can't be that drunk because you're sober enough to join us. You know what I mean? You're sober enough to be able to log on to Twitch and click on our stream. So. And I'm saying the final score will be 3-1 to Palace. I do need both teams to score. I need the goal tally to stay under 6.5. This is within 90 minutes, by the way. Mitchell with the throw. Eze. To dig out one. Goal kick that time. Arsenal are the biggest team in London. Yes, I agree. Spurs will never win a trophy. Yes, you are correct about that also. Spurs will never, ever win a trophy before they liquidate one day. I know, Kamar. Yes, Spurs will never win a trophy. You're right. And Arsenal will win plenty. We're going to get one this season, I think. But a good effort. Sprawling save by Henderson. I think it was McGinn with the volley. The ball just takes a bounce. Away by the choir. Effort by... Was that McGinn again? Was it Denia? Yes. Nottingham Forest and Manchester City. Two of the biggest teams in England facing off in the Emirates FA Cup semi-finals tomorrow at 4:30 live on ITV1 and ITVX. Whilst two of the worst sides in English football face off in the Premier League at 4:30. Maddison to score a hat-trick tomorrow. And it will be a defeat for the Reds. I am very aware. You did log on to Twitch about 5 minutes ago and tell us that. We hope that you're okay. We hope that you have a safe journey home. And brace yourself for the hangover tomorrow. No, oh, that's a penalty. Yeah, Eze caught. Let's go and see Josh's reaction. Eze's been caught. Penalty for Crystal Palace. And it's going from bad to worse for Villa.
It's going to be a penalty. It's not on EMIRATES. I'm giving away a penalty. It's the most clumsiest challenge. I can't watch this.
Bye-bye, Villa. Bye-bye, Villa.
Matata versus Emi. What is Kamara doing? Season's gone to shit.
They are checking the VAR.
Season's gone. EMIRATES to be a hero.
Josh is not happy. It's a penalty. And John-Philip Mateta with a huge opportunity to send Villa closer to crashing out of this competition. He scores. It's almost certainly over for Villa. The man with a mask on his ear. With the chance to send blood pouring out of the Villa fans' ears at the thought of getting knocked out. What a penalty. No! He's hit the post. He's hit the post. Oh dear, that's an awful pen. And Villa remain in the FA Cup. Oh my God, the wind up, man. The wind up. Well, thank goodness for that. Do we need to ring you a doctor or anything like that? You are going to have a very bad hangover tomorrow, I think. And you're supposed to be going to the match tomorrow, aren't you? What were you thinking, man? Getting drunk the day before you go into the match? You're going to have a hangover tomorrow, mate. And you've got to get to Liverpool. He is going to have a hangover tomorrow. He is going to have a hangover tomorrow, and he's not going to be able to get it. I mean, look, mate, you've shot yourself in the foot if you can't get to the match tomorrow. You're going to have to drag yourself out of bed for a hangover. Mate, are you going to be all right tomorrow? You've got a ticket, haven't you, for the Liverpool match? You've got. Well, you're going to have a massive hangover tomorrow. But yeah, Forest are going to beat Palace in the final. I thought you were near your house. You're sat on a park bench literally 1 minute from your house, is what you said to me. And you're sure that you'll make it tomorrow because you're going to have a banging headache and a huge hangover. All that money, though, man. You should have waited till tomorrow to drink, lad. You shouldn't have drank that much. Well, however much you drank, you shouldn't have drank much. Only 1 or 2 pints, mate. You shouldn't have got yourself out drunk tonight. Because you spent over £1,000, didn't you, to get there? It'll be Forest, but yeah. And there is Roy Hodgson. He's in the stands. Yeah, I get it, but if you don't make it to the match on time tomorrow, then you've shot yourself in the foot by drinking a saw. I think that's Villa out. Don't you? I bet you 100 quid that you'll be late to kick off tomorrow. Yep, if they beat City tomorrow, Forest have got an easy route. And Sarr gets his goal. A long, long way back for Villa now. But it is euphoria and delirium for those Palace fans and players. Forest. Well, Villa are going to their panic stations now. And there is no denying that this is a panic station situation. On the brink of being dumped out of the FA Cup. Missing out on the chance to return to Wembley for the final. It could be a devastating night for Villa. You should have gone to Wembley, mate. You should have gone to Wembley. I'm telling you right now, you'll get the better game tomorrow at Wembley. So corner. There isn't 24 in, mate. I can tell you that. But yeah, wow. Tielemans to Cash. Asensio. Came off Eze. Forward by Martson and into the box. Arsenal UCL Forest FA Cup. It's Forest's Cup. It is written in the stars for them. Bailey, it was not a bad ball at all. Well, I do need Villa to get a goal back because I've got both teams to score on the slip. My ear is dry. My ear where my earpiece sit is dry. I'm giving it a break for the minute. Just giving me a quick break. Cash down that right. So by Cash. And Matata to Eze. Is that what he said he'd do if they lost? Byline. Right, let's go back to winding up Josh. I've put no trophy for Villa, no UCL. They will be relegated next season. There's the delivery. Oh, Bailey. Oh. Sorry, guys, I'm just too busy laughing at Josh here. He is crying. He's very upset. Okay, John, he's very, very upset. My bottom three for next season: Burnley, West Ham, Villa. The three claret and blue sides, all to drop Burnley, West Ham, and Villa all to drop. Somebody send this to Josh immediately. Somebody send this to Josh immediately. Here we are. Are you ready for this? The official bottom three for next season. I can't wait to see this. Villa, West Ham, Burnley, all going down. Good evening, Sean. Oh my god, that was hilarious, wasn't it? The shorts are still there as well, aren't they? I kept sending it up and up. 21, 31, 41, 51, and then I pushed it to 101. Josh got baited and properly wound up in that stream. So there you go, guys. My Burnley, so my bottom three for next season, once again, Burnley, West Ham, and Villa. All going down. All of the Claret teams exiting the Premier League next season. West Ham are definitely going next season. I promise you, West Ham are going next season. Next season will be West Ham's last season in the Premier League. This season they've got lucky that Ipswich were more shit than them. West Ham have most certainly been relegation fodder this season. And they're lucky that Ipswich have been confirmed relegated today, because they should be getting relegated this season. But next season is West Ham's season to drop. No, West Ham, Burnley, Villa, mate. Yeah, trust me. West Ham, Burnley, Villa are going. Yeah, next season you watch. West Ham, Villa, and Burnley are all going. Ah. Yes, good job, Palace. Well done, the Palace. How are the lads, says Geordie. How are the Palace, as they're going to knock Villa out of the FA Cup very soon. Bailey does excellently. And chance. Oh, Mateta's challenge. Was it clean? Yep. Tielemans' chance. Bailey's going to kick this alive down the right. Flicked on for Cash. Ball across. Here come Villa again. Ramsey and deflection to Henderson. You should not be drinking anymore, mate. Yeah? Believe you me, mate. If you spent £1,000 on going to watch Liverpool tomorrow, yeah, you need to stop drinking now, yeah, before your hangover tomorrow gets any worse than what it's going to be. Barkley to Leon Bailey. And Bailey clawed away, pushed away, I should say, by Henderson. S-T-O-P. Stop drinking, mate. Yeah? Stop drinking now before the hangover gets worse. But listen to me. Yeah? Don't drink yourself silly the day before you go into a big event. Because if you can't get up for the match, that's on you, mate. Just don't drink yourself silly anymore, mate. Yeah, you will not be able to make it for that match, alright? If you drink a single bit more of alcohol tomorrow, you will not make it to that match, mate. I can promise you that. Your body will be so badly hungover. How many have you had already? Stop yourself now, mate, before it gets any worse. Trust me, mate. You'll regret it tomorrow, mate, when you feel the hangover and you have to drag yourself out to the match. You can't miss that match, mate, tomorrow. You've paid over £1,000 what is it, for hospitality and all that lot. Really? Oh, and that was the chance to make it 3-0 for Sark. That would have put the nail in the coffin. Villa should be 3 down. It's a good high turnover here, and it's a big chance. Oh, Marson. He squared the ball. It's a corner. The 9th corner of the game for Villa. Palace have only had 1. Doesn't really matter, does it? Cash had a go from range. Yeah, poor effort, really. Comfortably blocked and defended by Palace. They're running out of time, Villa. And they've got to find 2 goals at least. Fraser saying they won't score. Is Nketiah deflected. And Martinez didn't look too confident with saving that. He did spill it originally, but here's Jacob Ramsey. Wide left. I think it's a corner from Lacroix. It is. It's a short corner routine. It's Cash. That's going to be another corner deflection from Kamada, I think. Mitchell's pulled up, I think, here, yeah. There was the second from Sark. So Crystal Palace changed Ben Chilwell, who had that disallowed goal for Chelsea back in the FA Cup final when Leicester won it. It's coming on here to replace Tyler Mitchell for the remaining 6.5 minutes as a Crystal Palace player. Are they on a 5:30 game, are they? Kamada's fouled Tielemans. And Daichi Kamada is going into the book. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Charlton to get 2 late goals there. Martin, it's a great delivery. And a Palace player got a touch to head it away. Get it away. Bailey. Side netting. Goal kick. I think Luton are just about safe here. But Cardiff have gone down. Cardiff have been relegated this Saturday. Watkins to Daniel Marlon. Cash. It's Matty Cash. And he's dragged it wide. It's a poor effort in the end. Good movement. Had a bit of space, but poor effort. No, we don't. But hey, if we get to the final, we might. We'll get medals at least. If we get to the final, we'll get at least a medal. May well be runners-up medals, but it's still a medal. Might have to just settle with that. And Eze, I think's going off here, and he's the man of the match. So Jefferson Lerma and Will Hughes come on. Adam Wharton is also withdrawn with Eze. Playing. And there's only 90 seconds after the 90 now. All that's left is 90 seconds after 90 minutes. For Villa to save themselves from dropping out of the FA Cup. And for them, that clock will tick quicker. For Palace, it'll probably tick slower. Barkley. All chance. Is it going to drop in? No. Henderson had the control of the situation. And we're pretty much into the stages of added time now. I think Palace might just be going through. There's going to be 7 more minutes, though. It's a long time for Palace to hold on here. They have a 2-goal cushion for Villa. Those 7 minutes will feel like 7 seconds. I think that's a total of 9 added minutes. No, it's more. 11 added minutes in total on this semi-final. We'll say it's just about 1:15, I think. I think Arsenal, Barca, and we get knocked out and we lose the final. So I'm saying Arsenal, Barca. Bailey, it's good movement. It's Ian Martson. It's got a flick on from Marlon. Ooh. Hooked wide. No, I think it'd be Barca, mate. I think Barca will win it. Concert. Sarr and Eze today. Foul on Sarr. No, it's not. Yeah, Villa. I think they're out. So honestly, they don't look like scoring. It's been a really poor afternoon in game for them. I think Palace can consider themselves through at this point. Manchester United win the UEFA Europa League, mate. Yeah, if it's a Man United Spurs UEFA Europa League final, I'll be there. It's Man United's trophy, I think, mate. And Ketty is Rob Tielemans. Sarr's going to go off through the middle for the brace and to seal it. And that is it. The grandstand finale for Crystal Palace and Ismail Sarr. It's 3-0 and it's over for Crystal Palace. Absolutely. So Crystal Palace then versus Nottingham Forest or Manchester City. There you are. Sarr settles the deal. And Villa are crashing out. Well done to Palace. They've been great all game. And they deserve it. They do deserve it. And this is going to be their third appearance in an FA Cup final. They don't do it very often, but this season, they are doing it. Watkins, it's pulled across. And it's a corner on the left-hand side. Villa, though, really are just playing to the whistle. They are out. Tielemans in, Lerma out. Forward by Hugh. We do. We want Forest to win it. Bailey on the right. Probably last move of the game, and that should be it. Come on. Last move of the match for Villa, for Palace even. And Sarr for the hat-trick. No, Martinez comes to claim. That is it. That is it. And it's perfect from Palace. It is over for Villa. For the first time in a long time, they've progressed a long way in this competition. But the bogey team for them, once again, it is Crystal Palace. And I can't remember the last time that Villa beat them. Final score here at Wembley Stadium is Crystal Palace 3, Aston Villa 0. Well, well, well. The Eagles, just a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago, whatever you want to call it, had conceded 9 goals in 2 games, losing 5-2 to Crystal. In fact, no, sorry, 10 goals, I think it was, in 2 games. Losing 5-2 to Man City, losing 5-0 to Newcastle. Now, on this day, on the 26th of April, they are winners of the semi-final here by 3 goals to 0. And our first FA Cup semi-finalists are confirmed. There you go. Glasner smiling away, having a laugh with Anthony Taylor, the ref. But for Villa fans, it's over for them. They have to make the long journey back to it. Well, not the long journey. It's not. They've got to make that journey back to Birmingham with their heads hung down. For Palace and their fans, it's the short trip, but the sweet trip back to South London, knowing that they're in the final. Right, let's just very quickly sweep you through your Premier League results of the day then. Chelsea earlier beating Everton by one singular goal, still in the Premier League at 12-30. It was a brilliant result yet again for Wolves, who beat Leicester City 3-0. Cunha involved with the scoring there. Fulham got a 2-1 win at Southampton, who held the lead for a lot of the match, but the comeback was completed by Fulham. Newcastle getting a 3-0 victory over Ipswich Town to confirm their relegation. Ipswich could have stayed up had they won at Newcastle today, because West Ham were defeated 3-2 by Brighton in a thriller, which saw Brighton lead once before West Ham turned it around to make it 2-1. But then the late comeback came to the rescue for Brighton and Luke Links. And indeed, Villa do hate Palace. It's not going to be one to swallow. Well, it's not going to be easy to swallow this. But Palace, boy oh boy, are Villa's bogey side. Folks, have a great Saturday. Whatever you do for the remains of it, enjoy it. And we will see you all here tomorrow for Bournemouth against Manchester United before the second FA Cup final, which sees Nottingham Forest take on Manchester City.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.